Hello, welcome back to Stellaris. We are continuing our playthrough as the Sitharian Enclave, and there was one little thing. So first off, a new patch came out, 3.9. I paused it on 3.8.4 because I did not want to brick my game. However, I did have to roll back the mod, the interface mod, just because it updated to 3.9, so I had to disable that. The second thing, and this is probably a little more controversial, but I mentioned last episode I made a mistake by selecting the wrong, what you call it, tradition. I accidentally had selected the mastery of, not mastery of nature, engineered evolution, without realizing that that screwed me over on psionics, which was my intention. So I did do a little bit of light editing to retrofit psionics back into it. So I didn't really gain any advantage. I removed the tree for the biology and I re-added psionics. If anything, it actually sets me back a little bit because I didn't give myself enough unity to finish building these out, so I'm actually behind where I was as far as from a unity perspective. But it did move us into the correct tradition that I had intended on going into the whole time. I didn't want my incompetence to cost me the entire run, or the run that I was going for. So hope you don't get too upset with that, but that was something that I did, and it didn't give me, like I said, didn't give me any advantage. So all right, so we did restore a ring world section in the Cybrex system. Let's go ahead and hop over there. I do want to upgrade. Completed ring world section, yes please. Let's go ahead and colonize. I want to colonize with my Sitharians. Although, really, I mean, it'd be nice to colonize with any of them. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. We are low on consumer goods. That's been an ongoing problem for quite some time. And I'm running out of energy to be able to buy up consumer goods with. So I do have to figure something out there. I feel like that is not good. We are preparing for war, which is something that I do have to consider. Although, I mean, I feel like we should go this route just because we're kind of doubling, tripling down on research right now. And that kind of just aligns with that. We have a lot of research. There we go. 6 population converted. All right, so we got more hull points, which is good. We can unlock the battleship, and I probably should, but I feel like anytime there's a rare tech, I have to at least put a little bit into that. Senate session, I think, yeah, we can go ahead and vote for this. We are definitely not very powerful when it comes to this stuff. Hopefully, at some point in the future, we will be. But as of right now, not too great. I am a little concerned about... So this Kingdom of Callum is a vassal of the Husco Combine. However, they are being kind of absorbed by the Avalonian consciousness, who is not a vassal of anyone. So part of me is kind of hoping that the Avalonian consciousness takes over some of this stuff here, and then I can go to war with them and start gobbling them up instead. That's kind of where I'm at with this right now. I don't really see any other avenue at the moment. I'm going to move my ships to planets where there's like black holes and stuff, just because I feel like that is the next thing we'll be building, and I'd just rather have the ships positioned there and ready to do that. I do have to figure out something with this economy. It is getting a little dicey, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's go ahead and move here. You're not doing anything too stupid, so that's good. Let's take a quick gander at all of our planets and make sure that we are building everything we want to build. The interface is different. So confused. All right, so this will cost us gas. And I think we're producing a fair amount of that. We are. So yes, let's go ahead and update all of these research complexes, or as many as we can. That cost us all the minerals we had. I do have to be a little bit mindful. Let's go ahead and click on this archaeology site. Keep digging. I do have to do something about these consumer goods. We need to definitely up that. We'll buy 500 just to give us a little more time. Kind of low on other supplies. All right, leader capacity and leader pool increase. That's good because that means we're getting less of a penalty for being over the leader cap. I mean, kind of have to do psionic army, right? All right, gamma lasers right around the corner. You are spy. I mean, I feel like we have to double up on their focus. All right, I need all these consumer goods stuff to be upgraded.
A study has been completed.
All right, let's go ahead and finish off this just to give us some extra space to work with. Now I don't know where anything's at. I can't upgrade these because I need a upgraded administration building. I don't have any crystals left to do anything with. I feel like I have to look at our edicts and maybe change how our government is doing things. All right, I'm gonna switch over to civilian economy just to try to bump this up. Then we don't have anything else available here. Do I need to do information quarantine? I don't really know if I need to. All right, we are in the positive on that. Minor artifacts are full. Parsecs did get an uplift. All right, so minor artifacts. Let's go ahead and I always reverse engineer. That's just going to give us a ton of tech to work with. Let's find peaceful applications. Consumer goods upkeep. Reduce it. Sell the private collectors gets us a little bit of cash. All right, that puts us in a better position, I think. All right, so that is done. I think it's time. Well, let's do whole points, and then I think it's time to unlock battleships. I feel like tech-wise, we're doing pretty good. We're fairly aggressively pushing forward with that. Did we choose to colonize this? Planet already has a planned colony. Yes. Okay. The psionic army is done. Can't afford to lose consumer goods. This is might as well bump habitability.
Mining stations are used to extract them.
I'm hoping we go to Cybrex Alpha. I'm going to zoom in on the system. Yeah, so we got ring section A back up. We have to do 3 more ring sections. It will be pretty incredible to have that up and running.
Inbound communicate.
We just have to get people over there. No. I want to be able to go to war with you. Kind of the whole point.
A study has been completed.
All right, our fleet is heading over here to try to take care of that. Study has been completed. A little bit of extra habitability. A lot of potential good options here, but I feel like, again, we have to go with the purple one. All right, let's increase the speed of building destroyers. I probably need to do something a little better with these shipyards. Use some of the resources I have to do something with that. Do I want to go down the road of... Yeah, it's not a dangerous tech, so we can go ahead and do it. All right, so crew quarters. We have a full shipyard here. This is our main base. I mean, I kind of feel like we need to upgrade the Cybrex one, right? Like, that's gonna be... We could definitely build that into a starport, I think.
A belligerent fleet has been engaged.
Alright, we've taken that out. I don't see any, like, tech to research or anything.
A study has been completed.
Go ahead and unlock that battleship. Maybe we can add a couple battleships to the fleet. My intel is falling over here. So what do I have as far as... I have available envoys. Let's go ahead and look at But we're going to want to look at the Avalonian consciousness, right? They're equivalent, but they're going to be... All right, let's send an envoy. And then the Husko Combine, I guess we could send an envoy there as well. These guys are overwhelming, huh? Yeah, that's not good. These guys are getting kind of chonky. Let's look at the Lasvit. They're superior, so they're not fully better than me yet. I need to start gobbling people up. All right, Husko Combine is equivalent. Maybe I should just go to war with them and try to gobble them up while I can. They only have one entry point into my system, which is right here. So I could try to beef that up a little bit for defense. And then I could maybe move my fleet over there and get ready to take out some of their... Yeah, maybe I'll do that, and then I'll sweep up through there. Because this High Kingdom of Kalam, they're going to be occupied, right? They're going to be busy taking on other stuff. So I feel like, although they do like me, which is usually not the case. All right, let's go ahead and assign them. I don't know. We'll keep up in our tech. Go ahead and head back to the main system here. We do have some procurers.
A study has been completed.
Do I want to just take over this planet? Like, I'm assuming we could just fly here and take this over.
Establishing a new colony.
I mean, again, with the rare techs, I feel like we have to. Although it would be nice to get this. Alright, we're getting a new colony formed here. I don't think the 10,
A study has been completed.
like, I think we'd be better doing this.
A worldly invasion has begun. An enemy planet has been secured.
Alright, they're gonna be in a rough spot for a while. But eventually they'll be fine. This adds stability, so we should probably do it. And then I also feel like we need to get our uplift building in place. So we can start uplifting people from this species. We have to wait for stellar culture shock to wear off. That's fine. Alright, engineering and research. Let's go ahead and see what's next on the docket. I mean, I feel like Star Fortress is probably the next best. We can keep going down that path of upgrading. Take a quick look at the fleet situation. So we have our fleet here. Command limit. We have 10 more command limit. Potentially add something. Let's add a battleship. And that puts us pretty much right at the command limit. Let's reinforce the fleet and probably upgrade the fleet to... Ship upkeep would save us some energy. That would give us more energy to buy stuff with. This could be good, but I think I might want to get some more stuff first. All right, so this is the dangerous tech. I think I might want to wait on that a little bit. Let's go with the particle lance, just so we have that in our back pocket. I think I recall that being a valuable weapon. The question is, what can I do to bump my... Just to keep bumping up my, whatchamacallit. Oh, we can upgrade this, and then I might be able to upgrade this afterwards. We're very low on this. Alright, Husko Combine, I think, probably has too many allies. Now that I think a little more about that. Let's go ahead and upgrade to Durasteel armor. The better armor we have, the better our ships are going to be. Let's take a quick gander at the Husko Combine. We are creeping up on our maximum influence, so I would like to get that figured out sooner than later. Let's look at Husko Combine. So you have a defensive pact with these guys, but they got to fly through you to get to us.
A study has been completed.
Research gain combat training. Okay. Gives us a little more fleet command limit, which means we could probably upgrade our fleet a little bit. It's probably not the best idea to just have one fleet. I probably need to start upgrading that and building it out more. Let's Go ahead and hop back to fleet management. Looks like we have a little more command limit. Go ahead and add another battleship. Maybe a cruiser. Yeah, let's add 3 battleships. And let's just reinforce all. Be nice to get some big ships up and running. Go ahead and upgrade these to starholds. Feel like everything needs to be upgraded. We have a fair amount of allies, or alloys, sorry. That's going to go away real quick when we click that button that many times. All right, so you should be over on our home planet. Okay, so we do have assisting research in both of these places, which is the most important. Do we have research anywhere else? I mean, ultimately, I would imagine we're going to have something over here, right? In Cybrex. So let's just assist research there, even if we're not actually doing anything yet. Low stockpile, consumer goods. All right, we might as well go full board to neutronium armor, because that's going to be what we put on all of our ships. And at least we have a decent amount of alloys to spare. Minor artifacts are once again full. I do need to buy more consumer goods. And now we are very low on energy credits. So let's take a look at what we can do. There's a lot of housing still available on a lot of these places, so.
A study has been completed.
All right, this should turn our food positive.
A study
Oh, nice. A little bit of extra unity. Can't go wrong with that. A special project to breach the shroud.
The situation log has been amended.
I mean, I feel like we got to do that, right? Science Nexus. Very expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it.
Inbound communicate. A new colony has been propagated.
All right, so we officially have the ring world up and running, although it is very limited. So research section, again, exotic gases are kind of running low. I don't want to waste any on research. We do ultimately have to have some housing. So let's try to at least get housing up and running. It would be nice to get some research stuff going.
A study has been completed.
Core schematics from arcane deciphering. All right, so I feel like this is good, but let's go ahead and breach the shroud. 10 months of research to do that.
Our vessels have been reinvigorated.
We can go ahead and upgrade those ships again. Minor artifacts are full. We got to go ahead and click the buttons. Now I just need to find where the minor artifact stuff is. Okay, so we can do this again. Oh, that gives us a bunch of society research, which is perfect. Let's lower amenities usage. Celebrate diversity. Go ahead and sell. So many minor artifacts. At some point, we're probably going to use those on ships, so I think we'll be in a better position at that time. All right, we elevated some more pops, which is great. We do have some robot pops. That is a thing now. All right, some stability is coming here. We'll be at 8 more years on stellar culture shock.
A study has been completed.
All right, neutronium armor is probably one of the best armors we're going to get for a while. How we doing on breaching the shroud? 3 months left. And we had a decent amount of tech stored in the bank. So this is kind of what I'm really focusing on right now, is getting this up and running.
A special project is complete.
See if we can form a covenant.
The situation log has been amended.
So this might be good or might be terrible.
Construction venture completed.
We have unemployment over here, which is not good. We do want to probably spend some money to build this out a little bit. This is an industrial world, so we're looking at generators. We're looking at alloys. I feel like to some extent we have to get a mining district up and running at some point. So far, we've just been using minerals from space mining outposts, but We need to build something on the colonies, I would think. So do we have a food bonus here?
A special project is complete.
Would lose unity. Okay, I have no idea about the covenants. I don't know if that was a good one or a bad one or what. I'm guessing it was probably a bad decision, but let's see how it plays out. Get some food processing utilities so we can get that up and running. Food is back into the positive. Energy is really low. Commerce megaplexes that uses even more consumer goods. I feel like we really need stuff to produce consumer goods.
A study has been completed.
All right, we got impulse thrusters down. We could lower build cost even further, which would be good. We're still just not doing great on the consumer goods front. We knew the stability was low over here. Let's go ahead and upgrade that.
A study has been completed.
This would increase Unity production, which is something we could benefit from. Efficiencies of scale is also good. Let's go ahead and do that first. 26 months, we should finish psionics. We're about done upgrading all of these star bases. We have 10K in the bank still. It's going to be super expensive to upgrade all of these ring sections. I think that's going to cost a lot.
Construction venture completed.
All right, let's go ahead and continue upgrading our ships. So we're at 38K fleet strength now. Let's pop over to our contacts and look at where things are. So they're pathetic, which means they're getting just trounced.
A study has been completed.
I feel like we have to start making some progress. Going to war with people or something. Naval capacity could be good. We're at capacity now, so... Although Unity bonus is also good. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade that. This is a problem. We have to start doing something here.
A study has been completed.
So mining and resource is pointless here. Science Nexus is great. I'm going to research this, but I'm going to change it after it starts researching. Feel like we got to get another generator district up and running over here. Got to try to keep that in the positive. Cybrex here. Let's go ahead and build a research district. Really, we need populations to migrate over here more than anything. All right, Unity bonus. Penal colonies, huh? Feel like we're probably better off doing something with food. But the more rare text, the better, in my opinion. We just need population. That's the current bottleneck. I don't have a building to uplift over here.
A study has been completed.
Yeah, I need to build this. I mean, this output's fine. Like, that is beneficial for sure. But let's go ahead and get advanced strike craft. Really need to sort this out. So we should have a chamber of elevation on every single planet. What are you building? Chamber of elevation. You do not have a chamber of elevation, but you're a brand new planet. We don't even have the minerals to do it. Let's give him food. We got plenty of it. I'm not worried about that. Matter of fact, let's sell some food, get some energy credits. I've not actually looked at our automated ship designs. They're probably terrible. No, they're actually pretty decent. They're using the mostly the text that I would use. Maybe not all this, but regenerative hull tissue would be kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and finish off the psionic tradition, which then allows us to add another ascension perk. I like the idea. So shared destiny, I can make them into, I mean, galactic wonders. I kind of feel like I have to take that, right? So we could build our own matter compressors and whatnot. That would be awesome. Go ahead, pop the old ring world there. Parsacs, you have no jobs for people.
A study has been completed.
Some extra food. Zero would be great. I kind of want both of these, but let's do Zero distillation first. So we're in the negative on exotic gases now, which means we eventually have to build something up there. We have researcher jobs available here, so hopefully people start to migrate and work over here. This would give immigration pool. Let's try to get immigration pool. Let's see if we can get more people to come over towards this planet. How long do we have left on this? 3.6 years. That should bring up stability. Hopefully. Another ring world section has been restored. We can go ahead and clear these blockers. It's pretty cheap to do it. Let's just get it done. Okay, Zero is now exploitable. This seems good. 75% armor damage and hold damage. I like what I'm seeing there. Let's see what we can do with this planet here. I don't want it being an aggro world. I want it to be something different. Artificers turn minerals to consumer goods. That is good. So how on the original planet screen do I change the type? All right, minor artifacts are full again. Let's go ahead and click through that real quick. Military applications, I feel like we have to do armor damage, right? Reverse engineer. Hey, research gained matter compression. That's awesome. So we'll be able to get that tech. I desperately need it because I need minerals. So Whisperers in the Void. Let's do a little dabble in there. Let's take a look. All right, so best I can tell, they're not the best. Maybe I'll choose another option or try to do something else there. Let's go ahead and look at our situation log. We have any... We still have this archaeological site over here. So is there any chance of us actually doing anything with that? You are a resident archaeologist. Well, let's go up here and try to excavate this site. And we'll send you over here to assist with research instead. We'll temporarily lose a little research, but that's fine.
A blocker has been cleared. A mere trifle.
I feel like
Study has been completed.
should probably do that. Century array. I meant to like stop that, but I didn't. That's all right. Tachyon sensors. The matter decompressor would be awesome to get that up and running. So it costs 5,000 unity, 5,000. I mean, I feel like we have to try to build that, right? Just to get way more mineral production.
A study has been completed.
There's got to be some black holes closer to the middle of our empire. All right, our rivalry got ended, which means that we're going to run out of influence, or we're not going to gain influence. But we're kind of capped out. All right, let's take a quick gander at our fleet here. I want to go into ship designer and just see what it's doing here. So is this any better or not? It costs more. I feel like that's way more expensive. So maybe no. So this is more damage. I don't know why it thinks that's so good. All right, well, we'll leave it on auto for now. Eventually we'll do something with that. I do want to go to the Cybrex station and slap on some shipyards. All right, we did have an elevation, which is great.
Blocker has been cleared.
Council agenda ready.
Oh, it produces minerals. Interesting. We've got to find a nebula refinery. All right, let's go ahead and launch that agenda. Do display of power. I think we do ultimately have to go to war here. All right, I feel like we have to do something that helps us militarily. Defense grid supercomputer, probably a good thing. We get some ancient ramparts up and running. I really want to build up more here. Let's go ahead and colonize another ring world section. I don't want to spend the money yet on another ring world because that's going to knock our alloys down to 0. I feel like we got to go after these Husko combines.
A study has been completed.
But I kind of got to wait till they're done upgrading here. All right, lots of opportunities for mega structures. There's a black hole over here. I feel like that's probably
Our vessels have been reinvigorated.
a good spot to consider. Let's move over here and get ready to invade. This is probably a good spot to consider building the matter decompressor, right? Because it's kind of central and there's not really any enemies over here. So we don't have as much of a risk. So let's go ahead and move there and just get ready to build that. 22 months, we should be able to start building that. And this is all going to be super expensive, but I think definitely worth it if we can scale it up right. All right, this Forge world is out of jobs. Let's go ahead and build a mining colony there. All right, I'm going to abstain. Let them elect whoever they're going to elect. There's an open console position now. We have an idle leader. So you became our warlord, which sucks because you were the archaeologist. So our head of research is going to have to be... Who's idle? All these future people are psionic or psychic, so don't want that. Lower research speed. I feel like somewhere on the screen it should show you... Yeah, it does. They're available. Let's just pop you in there. Should be good. All right, so you need to go into the science ship, I would imagine. And I guess you're just going to have to continue excavating that site, even though you have no experience with that. Best of luck. 1.5 years left, and then we can snap out of this insanity. All right, Ringworld is researched. That's really expensive, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. This industrial world needs something else. I feel like we need to do something to start building up these volatile moats and whatnot. All right, the shroud is accessible. I feel like we have to... All right, so that didn't work. Or at least I don't think it worked. Okay, they declared war. So they're going to be distracted over here. So if any time is a time to try to take on these Husko Combine, I think now's the time. All right, one more year and that is done. We are colonizing Section B. Yeah, we can go ahead and start another Ringworld section. I think we'll gain enough resources in the time we have to build a matter decompressor. All right, we do have some Cetharians here. I do feel like I have to build... Civilian industries. Right, I have to get that up and running.
Construction venture completed.
All right, what else do I need over here? Industrial segments, probably something worth investing into. Oh, these give housing along with that. Okay.
A study has been completed.
Council agenda available.
Well, let's let the population keep growing on those. We don't have to immediately worry about that. You're not researching any anomalies anymore. I guess we'll just go double down on that. Council agenda is available. We're fine there. All right, new routes is done, which is great. So now we can build up our chamber of elevation. Get some Sitharians on there. All right, so what's the next thing we can build? Tachyon Lance would be a nice upgrade. I feel like I gotta try to build that, right? Or try to research that. As many of these as possible, I think. All right, let's hop in here. Let's see what we can do about
Excellent.
build the mega structure. Only upgrade one mega structure at a time. Okay, that makes sense. We are currently building the another ring section. So we're gonna have to wait for that, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and click through this stuff real quick. I actually could do this now. Oh, you know, I don't have enough minerals. All right, let's get some more engineering tech out of the way. All right, so new routes is coming along. Our fleets are doing pretty well. I could upgrade this some more. I feel like we're in a pretty decent spot to start considering going to war with these guys. Let's take a look at the Husco Combine real quick. It says they're at war right now with... Wait, are these not a vassal anymore? No, they're still defender. But you guys could try to go after these guys. They're only one jump away. Nah, we're already ramping up to take out the Husco Combine. I know they're positive, though, which is what makes it difficult. All right, well, we'll consider that next episode. I do have to use up some of this influence. I'm not really doing anything with it. It's going to waste. So I really want to get kind of some progress there. And really, more than anything, I want to start raiding people and taking their population, because that's kind of the whole benefit of this playthrough. So, all right, we'll call it there. Thank you for watching. If you like the episode, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.